Right, so we need to dig into the system settings on your TD27 to make sure that you get the best settings for Superior Drummer 3 and the VH14D hi-hat. So what I do is I go into the trigger menu, go into digital, and then once you're in digital, make sure that you select the hi-hat and then press advanced. Okay, let me see, here we go. Right, position adjust. Okay, that needs to be set to 1. Okay, the rest of it I haven't touched at all. The reason why position adjust is if it's set any higher than 2 or 3, I think the playing area on here, you'll get just like the edge sample coming out from here to here. If you set it to 1, you will get the bell, and then you will get the tip from here to about here, and then you get the edge. Okay, so that's all you need to do there. Okay, if we exit that, the hi-hat, now the offset I have set to -14, as you can see, purely because it allows, for me, it just allows a little bit more travel, rather than have it there and then you take your foot off just a tiny little amount, and then then it starts giving you the open samples. Really, that's where I want my closed to be, down here somewhere, and then my open sample opens about there. Okay, and then open 2 would be about there or whatever. So so that's it, folks. That's pretty much it. And using these settings, it just works well for me. No doubt I'll be continuing to tweak things here and there, but this is the way that I've managed to get this new hi-hat, which is great. But it's only great if you're going to be triggering sounds from SD3, because at the moment the TD27 module does not take advantage of positioning samples for hi-hats, which is a bit of a shame, but there you go. Hi everybody, this is a short tutorial on how to get your TD27 and the new VH14D digital hi-hat working well with Superior Drummer 3. Now, the first thing you need to do is make sure that you have the latest version, the latest software version on your TD27. Okay, that is most important. If you don't, it won't even recognize the new hi-hats. So make sure you have that done, and also make sure that you have the latest version of Superior Drummer 3. And at the moment it's version 3.2.8. And for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm using Fields of Rock, which is a really excellent add-on pack for Superior Drummer 3. Okay, so let's dive straight into the settings. And the first thing you want to do is make sure that we select Roland and then the TD50X, because what we're going to do is we're going to modify this preset. Okay, if you have a TD27, okay, you won't be able to use. You can select the preset for the TD27, but it will not the software will not recognize the digital hats. Okay, so the best thing to do is to simply select the TD50X, and then we modify that and we rename it. Okay, so with that selected, move down to where it says All Notes and select Hi-Hat and then All. Okay, and then move across to this area here and select 3. Okay, and then you will see the 3 zones of the hi-hat selected. Okay, at the moment we only have zone 1 selected, which is the edge, but we need to add the tip where zone 2 is. So what you do is you click here, move down to hi-hat, and then select tip trigger, which is 8. So it's 7, 8, and then the third one being 9 is the bell trigger. Okay, so there we have it. Okay, now the step here, you can, or the next step I should say, you can go into your hi-hat. Okay, and then you can calibrate it, and you can also select the eDrum optimized transitions. Okay, that's important to do. I found that does help with the moving from a tight to a closed to an open transition. It just sounds better for me. What I usually do here is move all this lot up, okay, because most of my playing is going to be kind of between tight, closed and open, so I kind of move this lot up here, because the sound difference between open 3 and open 6 is, they all sound very similar to me, so I tend to move this lot up. Okay, so here's my playing area here, tight, closed and open. In fact, I'll move tight down to about there, close to about there, and then open around about there. There we go. Okay, right. Okay, so the next step, we just close that. Oh no, before we close that, what you want to do is now save as, and now you can now save this as your own preset here. Okay, so I've already done this, and what I'll do is I won't save it. I will actually go in to my presets, and it's mine, I've called it new VH14 setup. Okay, now we close that, and then we select the hi-hat, and then we move over here to where it says all articulations. You need to make sure that every single one of these is loaded, is working. Okay, even the ones down here. Okay, by default I don't think any of these are loaded, and some of these aren't loaded. You need to make sure they're all loaded, all right, because if you don't, it won't trigger all the samples correctly. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to demonstrate how that hi-hat now sounds, and before I do, I'm going to go back into the settings. Okay, and we are going to go back into the hi-hat. Okay, and then at this point here, now as I move my pedal, or sorry, as I move from the playing area, from say the bell through to the tip and then to the edge, you should see the zone area, this area here, you should see this moving. Okay, so you can definitely see that the program is communicating well with the brain, and the brain is giving signals to Superior Drummer 3 correctly. Okay, so let's do a bit of playing.